Ivie Burch's legacy is deeply woven into the history of Gulf Coast State College. And now, despite not being here with us, he'll be honored for years to come. As News 13's Grace Velez tells us, the community memorialized his impact in a powerful ceremony this morning.
We're standing outside of the newly named Ivie Burch Enrollment Services building here at Gulf Coast State College. The building was renamed to honor the visionary, the mentor, the champion of accessible education, and the overall legacy of Ivie Burch, who left this world last October. Countless lives were changed because of Burch's dedication to accessible education for everyone. He was instrumental in the integration of Rosenwald Junior College and Gulf Coast Junior College. Bill Kramer, a member of Gulf Coast's Board of Trustees, shared that Burch recognized the merger for what it really was, a closure, but still worked tirelessly to ensure the transition was successful.
Back in the day when segregation was an unfortunate fact and had an all-black college and an all-white college, and they merged the two, and Ivie was, he was the centerpiece that made that happen.
It was a difficult time for the community to accept the fact that one institution would no longer exist. And it took an enormous effort to ensure that the community accepted Gulf Coast as its own. And look at it now.
His legacy lives on in the family he left behind. His daughter Pamela serves as an example of the values he lived by and instilled in others.
Every day I find some reason to know that what I'm doing today, how my life has unfolded, the lives of my children, were all built off that very same legacy.
A Commodore herself, Pamela says the renaming ceremony was more than she could have ever imagined.
Of course, I knew this was a naming ceremony. I simply expected a plaque to be placed on the inside of the building, but seeing his name on the building and knowing what it meant to the college and what it meant to our family, it was really an overwhelming moment, but I am so proud and honored.
But when you learn of Burch's contributions, it's clear why he was honored with more than a plaque. He was a driving force behind the college's growth, helping to secure a grant and raise what was at the time an unheard of amount of money for the foundation, earning him the nickname of the $5 million man.
His expertise was in obtaining grants, and he was very highly respected, both in Tallahassee and in Washington, D.C. Because of him, we were able to garner a $2 million challenge grant, set aside $2 million, but we had to raise $1 million to get it. And but Ivie was instrumental in making all that happen. And at the end of the day, we took $1 million foundation and turned it into a $5 million foundation.
A foundation that has grown and given countless scholarships ever since. Kramer made it known you can't talk about Ivie Burch without mentioning Leon Miller and the dynamic duo they were.
He would go out in the community and identify people who were good candidates for college, even though they may not think so. But he convinced them they did, and then he convinced them they needed to come to Gulf Coast to get an education. And he'd even go get them if they laid out of class. He was just that kind of guy that took a very personal interest in every student. And between the two of them, the one who's making the money happen and the one who's making sure the money gets to the students who need it and getting those students to class, that's why I said they were a dynamic duo.
They worked together for many years, and now their buildings stand together on the campus, serving as a permanent tribute to the way they shaped the college for generations to come. In Bay County, Grace Velez, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
Ivie Burch passed away on October 15th at 98 years old. To learn more about the foundation Burch contributed so much of his life to, go to our website, mypanhandle.com.